This makes me very happy.
There's no tension in solace. There's no way that this pattern could do any harm. Here with you, here with you. There's no way I'm this lucky. It's so hard to write songs about contentment and peace. It's a warm afternoon. The dogs are asleep. You know that I adore you, but I need to repeat. Yeah, I love you. You make me go. Yeah, There's nobody like you. No greater virtues or ways you could improve. And I kiss you good morning. You sigh and pull me close. I will always protect you. Yeah. We'll build a life we look back on and smile. The road will be long, not long enough. You know that I adore you, but I need to repeat. Yeah, I love you. You make me go.
Don't ruin it. Oh, that was so cool. What the fuck? Yeah, it was always funny to me is there's always inevitably somebody who's never heard you do that before.
Yeah.
And they're like, whoa, holy shit. Yeah. That's how I met Corey. You know, I interviewed him for my short-lived, crazy, weird, so local Pasco TV show. And I didn't know he could do that either. Funniest part of that is he was more excited about me having a podcast than he was that I had a TV show. So yeah, man. Hey, like it's 5.5 years ago now.
It's been a hot minute. Yeah.
Yeah. So good evening, everybody. Welcome to hashtag coffee part 27 for this week.
Did you see the title of this one?
No, coffee.
Update number 454-212-3212.
Pretty much. So I want to throw a quick thank you out to Carrie Redmond in the thread here and Donna Arbogast, who made me feel smart all day yesterday and today by asking me a bazillion civics questions. It was
all right.
Yeah, I've been teaching civics in my spare time for free because that's
any. So I usually do that.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah,
Wow.
so you see that because you see all the buttons. And
How
stuff
are
now
you?
too, right? Yeah. There's this one. There's this one.
Oh yeah.
And then there's this one.
Okay.
This one is a little less crowded.
I don't know.
And our faces are smaller, so they can't tell that we're weird-looking old men.
It's not as much detail. So if we only were like a blur option, we'd look really good.
Man, my camera actually has that. I sent this video to Jen and my niece and nephew, and I didn't know the setting was on, and I was like, why does my face look like it, is all like good? And then I was like, oh, that's a setting. There's a setting for that.
Yeah, I'm like a pointless painting from far back in the room. I look great, but up close, I'm just a big old mess.
See, also America.
Yeah. So, well,
Except
thank you.
The further away you get,
Thank
the
you,
weirder.
Kerry Redmond. I'm not used to being anybody's hero, but that's cool, I guess. I am new to politics. You're my hero, Greg Smithwick.
I mean, he does know a lot of civics answers. So that's
Greg makes me look smart. Wait a minute.
Wait.
You mean by comparison? Wait, what? Not sure if serious. I'd rather not see so much of you guys. You too, Corey. We're sick of you, frankly.
Yeah. You and your smarty pants points and shit.
Everybody that completes one of my classes, because we work in counseling, we tell them congratulations and we hope we never see you again. And we mean it in the nicest possible way. What the fuck is going on? Well, we thought we'd come on and give an update tonight, Dave, and also Joe Biden is speaking at 8:00. Now, first thing, do not expect a victory speech of any kind or even a statement on we're winning. That's not how Joe Biden has been doing things over the last few days, and I'm really glad this is the thing. This is one of those busted norms we talk about, right? That the president or the president-elect or the outgoing president act with respect and dignity for the office and for the American people. And what we're going to have to get used to is hopefully having a president that does that. And we've gotten used to the president not doing that. And that's shitty that we've had to get used to that. But I'm sure we will adjust over the next 4 to 27 years.
Yeah. So,
dignity.
Right. Yeah. Sherry said she heard that he's not speaking tonight. That's definitely a possibility.
Really?
They might have canceled.
It was 15 minutes ago. I was here and he was. So
okay. Well, maybe then I mean, we'll find out if anyone has links to a yay or nay. I mean, we're here anyway. We were coming to do an update, so we'll be around.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the suggestion I think for him planning on going live tonight is that there was every reasonable presumption that some third party would have made a call, and that's what they're waiting for. Obviously, the holy grail of irony to that would be for Fox News to call it.
I would love that so much.
Oh my god, it's almost like the country needs it. Like, you've been the propaganda psycho machine for long enough.
Yeah,
just call the thing.
I'm not sure they ever find their way back to normal, but all right. So I sent Corey a private message earlier, and I kind of wanted to lay out why I wanted to talk to you guys tonight. Like, there's a couple of things I think we need to be careful of. And the first one has to do with Biden maybe speaking tonight. We'll see whether or not, and canceling may be the best idea. Do not expect Biden to declare victory tonight without an official call from the states that puts him over. Doing so would be exactly what Trump is doing. And it's arguable, I know, that he would do it in the same way, but it's the same kind of thing. It's appearing victorious when it's not yet decided. So be patient. The process is working. The process is working. And we're now seeing what is robust in our system. Some of what we've talked about is some of the things that we just considered norms are going to need to be made statutory. But this part, the part where we count all the fucking votes, and this is the thing. When they talk about fraud, when they talk about, people are sneaking ballots into this location and changing ballots, when you shit on that process, you're shitting on a lot of Republicans. Our supervisor of elections in Pasco County is a Republican. And I know for a fact that his office does things in a ramrod straight manner. They do not fuck around. They take it very seriously. They're super efficient and they do the job right. I also know that about Hernando County Supervisor of Elections office because in the 2018 cycle, I got volunteered by the Democratic Party to be a recount observer in that office. And let me tell you, it's very folksy down home. Morning, Bob. Morning, Roger. How are you? You had people who were running for office wandering into the room and talking to the elections officials. And once in a while, one of the officials would say, that's not something I can talk to you about today. Even if it was not directly related to the ballot count, there were just certain topics that were off limits. And that's true in the 2 counties where I have direct experience, both of which are overwhelmingly run by conservative Republicans. So my feel on that is when you take a shit on the elections counting process in Pennsylvania and in Nevada and in Arizona and in Georgia, you're taking a shit on a lot of your own people. And I really think that's a bad approach. And I think that what's been funny is to see Republican officials from those states, not the ones that are not the usual suspects like Lindsey Graham, fuck that guy, but watching, Pat Toomey from Pennsylvania say, no, we are going to count all the votes. He's a Republican senator from Pennsylvania, watching the Secretary of State of Georgia, who worked under Brian Kemp, who is now the governor of Georgia and was the last Secretary of State who handled his own election, and we now know badly, right? Watching those guys take this president to task for his attitude toward the counting process is healthy. That's what's robust about our system. Is it's all of us. When the government is they. No, that's not true. I know people in my local government. Not too keen on some of them, but I know them. They're people that live in my community. I could run into them at Publix or Walmart or a charity event where we both donate money and time, right? So that's the thing we need to be really careful of here, is to remember that we need to respect the process that has kept us alive for 246 years as a country. Right? It's supposed to get better over time, and we've had some backpedaling in this 4 years, but that's not who we are. So we're going to sort that out, and this is how we're going to sort that out. So just let them count, and let's not get impatient. It's going to. But what the fuck is up with Alaska? It's like 2 people and 5 polar bears. I mean,
a couple of sled dogs too, eh?
How could it be? How could it be that tough? Nevada, where everybody counts fast for a living. So we understand the impatience, but I would rather they take their time and get it right. Because standing up there in the Hernando office 2 years ago in a non-presidential year, there was pressure, and they got some things wrong when they had to run a batch of 5,000 ballots back through the machines. Everybody was but it gets done, right? And it gets done right. That's more important than it getting done fast. Also, it's kind of on my mind. This is annoying the shit out of Donald J. Trump. And I'm kind of okay with that. So do I worry about spooling past a moment when something bad is going to happen? Yeah, I do. I worry that the longer this goes on, the more likely it is that somebody's going to show up somewhere with a gun. We know that happened last night in Philadelphia. They were intercepted. 2 men out of their vehicle with firearms somewhere near the convention center where the counting is going on with, guess what? A QAnon sticker on their car and a QAnon baseball cap. We know why they were there, right? And that may happen in other places. So I am, like you, also anxiety-ridden about that. But let's just let them count. Let them count and get it right. Corey, did you want to talk or?
I mean, you were on a roll there, buddy.
Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? No.
It's funny because
It
that's
wasn't.
what they did. They do it.
Right.
What would I add to that screen? I mean, Steve Smith had a good point. He's like, somebody that, the desks who should be calling it right now, fucking call it, because there's an arsonist in the White House.
Yeah.
There's that side too, right? Like,
well, they're
like,
afraid because the argument that he's making is, oh, it's all a fix, and if you call it, it means we did.
Yeah, no, I mean,
making both arguments.
Yeah, I'm very sympathetic to Steve Smith because he wants us to rip the bandage off, and they have called other states for less reason than currently exists in Pennsylvania. Right? It's just it's close.
Right.
I think I'm more on the side of just like waiting until like the more certainty we have around the event itself. Not so much for Trump because he's gonna just whine and cry like a stuck pig no matter what we do, but for the making more Pat Toomeys. I think it makes sense to, because what's 2 days, right? Like nobody certifies the results for another 3 weeks minimum anyway. It's like it just as much as we'd all love to do some celebratory dancing.
Yeah. Yeah, Lori. Okay, but we called all the red states. Nope, Arizona and Georgia were red states until checks watch right this minute.
Yeah. Tomorrow, Mom said I think tomorrow will be decisive. It's possible, but I mean, let's face facts. I thought yesterday was going to be decisive, and I was pretty sure today was going to be decisive. So it might be. It's going to take longer.
Yeah, I thought we'd see it last night, but but look, here's one of the other things that's on my mind is Pennsylvania has never done mail-in voting before at this scale. You had to have a reason and apply for absentee voting because you lived out of the country. That was true when I lived in Canada and Florida. It's not true anymore. But this is their first year ever dealing with mail-in voting. So they're having to do a lot. I mean, the number of provisional ballots that they've encountered in Pennsylvania is pretty large. And that happened because people don't understand the rules because it's a new process. It's going to happen. So I'm not terribly concerned about, honestly, let's just take our time and get it right. All right, is anybody here concerned that Biden isn't winning? Because the numbers indicate that he is winning and gaining and walking away. In every state that's being counted, he's gaining votes. Every minute that goes by, Biden is gaining votes. Whether he's closing a gap, and as of today, or pulling away in Georgia and Pennsylvania.
Even North Carolina is a little bit closer.
Right.
Now that we're yakking about this. It's sort of, okay, this is the thing. So Arizona used to be at 45. It's now at 36. But the tranche of votes, and I'm sure you guys know all this already. We'll go over it for anyone who doesn't. Tranche. They basically, Trump was starting to catch up a little bit. He needed 59% of every batch to come in and was hitting it for a few batches. So that everyone was like, okay, he could have caught up in Arizona. I didn't give a shit. We don't need Arizona. But the largest
at this point, we don't need Pennsylvania.
Yeah, there's I mean, if Georgia recount and then Nevada and stuff like that, Pennsylvania's I would like it.
Oh, sure. It's because it would be instant. That's a hole-in-one, game over, done. But we don't need it. Like the only path that Trump has to the White House has Pennsylvania in it, and it's going away from him.
Yeah, that's really the thing.
Have Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you want to do a recount in Georgia? You want to do a recount in Wisconsin? You want to do this? You want to do that? Cool. We're just going to take Pennsylvania away from you, and then just watch you cry. And that's the thing. Like they're already talking about Republicans are like trying to position themselves for 2024 and stuff like that, and that like because Trump has such a stranglehold on the party, it's still the loser, the guy who lost. You're still gonna blow sunshine up his ass, and it looks like they have to because 68 million people think that this fucking clown is a good idea. Like that's what do you do with that? I mean, I don't know, and I don't envy them that. I mean, they're just to sell their soul, I guess.
Ollie Brown, if this was a racetrack, Trump would need a tow truck. I mean, he'd need a push draft from Richard Petty to win this thing, and Richard Petty ain't driving anymore, so that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, the beer barbecue and Freedom Man scared me. Even though it was funny in the moment, the more I thought about it, what if he'd had a gun? What if he'd walked up and popped the Nevada supervisor of elections?
Right. And
the guy had no security at all. Dude just walked right up to him. So I'm hoping that they're rethinking some of those strategies tonight. Yeah. So somebody asked a question about Pennsylvania up the thread further there. Oh, so some of them they couldn't start counting today. That's correct. What happened in Pennsylvania? What happened was out there in Allegheny County, which I guess is Pittsburgh. I don't know. They misprinted some ballots, so they had to get corrected ballots out to those people, and they had an extension to receive those ballots. So they weren't allowed to start counting some of those ballots until today. Right? And that's this is the other thing. State legislatures had a chance to change the receiving deadline rules and the counting rules to account for COVID and refused to do so. I kind of think that happened so they could make the argument they're making right now. That, so stop counting on election night. That was Trump's starting position in all of this. That's what they wanted. And the states went, no, we'll extend the deadline. We'll take it longer to count. Now they're making that sound like that's a nefarious thing. It always takes days. It's just that usually the states are called early because there isn't any doubt about the election security and process. And who created all that doubt in the election security and process? Donald J. fucking Trump. Yeah. So this is their mess, and we're just going to stand over here and smoke weed and watch them clean it up. That's what I'm doing anyway.
Mishi nailed it.
Yes, you are. Corey is definitely cute.
No, that's not. It was not. It was for you. Everyone knows it. Everybody knows.
So I'm getting a tattoo.
I heard, and I heard that a certain super badass artiste is maybe drawn up a little.
Yeah,
something
Dave
up.
Myers is working on a design for me. And the thing is, that's awesome. I just like he's given me art. I have original Dave Myers works in my house, and I was not even going to ask for him to do that. So thank you, Dave.
Yeah, and then he was like, no, dude, I'm the dude who does that. Fricker.
Is the joy going to go to jail too? I don't know. I don't know.
Hold on, wait for it. Hope so.
Hope so. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be Postmaster General for very long.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you're thinking about like losing the Senate, and in the House we still have. That's great, and like all the legislative things that we really want done and stuff like that. And I'm like, could you just imagine like we're
gonna get rid of a whole cabinet members.
Yeah, like just fucking Betsy DeVos. Goodbye. Bye now.
Yeah. What's his name? The sleepy neurosurgeon who's an idiot.
Yeah, Shirley McGee. I don't know why Babs is screaming. Sorry. You know who else is going to be gone like a bad habit? I know Bill Barr's like Department of Justice, I think has a bit longer terms, but he's going to fucking like that guy has to go. Like,
he
goodbye.
goes on day one. He doesn't have to. Yeah, there'll be a transition period, which will be interesting. But yeah, the FBI director, maybe stays. That's there is a term there, but the president can replace him.
Well, I mean, he's I think been looking to that possibility, right? Yeah, Ben Carson.
Sleepy McGee was close though. You were really close.
That guy. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So yeah, all of the problematic cabinet ministers, the Department of the Interior being run by one of the Purdue family, the chicken people, right? In charge of food safety, because that's what you want. The people that are running the Department of Energy are all energy lobbyists who are trying to kill the Department of Energy and the EPA. They're all gone. If this goes the way we want it to go, and we think it's going to go,
I mean, even just the Paris Agreement, like,
right?
Come on now. Diane is asking about Bannon. Yes, Bannon got banned from Twitter for suggesting
Forever.
YouTube for suggesting that we behead Fauci. And I think somebody else was on that list as well. I think it was Chris Wray, actually. Speaking of it,
Christopher Wray and Fauci.
Yeah, and putting their heads up on pikes outside the White House to warn other people to be more
not to be law enforcement.
Yeah,
back the blue. Wait a minute.
You need to be more loyal.
Are they the back the blue people? You're going to take the head of the FBI and put his head on a pike? Isn't he the law and order guy?
I don't know if you heard about this, Greg, but he's in a criminal case right now, and his lawyers left him. Yeah, his lawyers were like, "Wait a minute, you're a criminal."
Back to the head like Homer Simpson in that one gift. It's like, nope, we're out of here. We're done. We're not doing this.
It's like, we think you should go to court by yourself.
Sherry Burney, at what point do the toe the line Republicans, and God bless you for spelling toe the line correctly, that weren't necessarily for Trump but voted for him because of party, go, okay, wait, what the fuck? This is too much. When he continues to throw his temper tantrums and threaten to barricade himself in the White House. I don't know.
Can I use a bad note?
I think it's maybe 1/10 of all the elected Republicans there are.
It's too late. They're in the tank now. Yeah. What, Ben Sass want to say something? He won't.
Yeah, I'm loving watching the nut job QAnon Congress lady go after
the Tea Party
Republican. Wow.
Dan Crenshaw?
Dan Crenshaw. Set your sights on the Tea Party guy who's been 100% up Trump's ass for not being supportive enough. Okay, lady.
Not in a bad way, in like a Benoit Ball way.
It's pretty funny.
It is funny. Like, that's the fact that like the super crazy town people are coming in and talking to the crazy town people and be like, "You're not crazy town enough," and then the crazy town people are like, "Yeah, but this eye patch," and then the other one, and then they're all like, "Oh no, Trump is
the first batch of crazy town people
Lord
came to talk to the evil but saying the quiet parts quietly people." That was funny enough, right? But now the crazy town, the downtown crazy town people.
Downtown crazy town. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're going after the suburbians.
Yeah, I mean, hold on. With Toe the Line, wouldn't it be like, why would you stick your toe on the line? Wouldn't you
Because there's a
actually
line on the floor.
toe the line?
No, when you're in a military formation, there is a line on the floor that you have to put your toes on. That's towing the line is
That's
exactly.
not. No,
is-
no.
Bet me $20.
No.
If I'm
Because like
wrong,
you're towing the
if
actual
I'm
line.
right,
You're
you
like,
shave your beard.
it's like I'm carrying the water. I'm towing the line.
Wasn't there a bet that involved you shaving your beard off the other night? What was that bet? I don't even know what the bet was. But did you win or lose?
If we got Texas and I lost, well, we all lost. Everyone lost.
Okay.
If we won Texas, I would have lost. I don't know. Didn't make a whole lot of sense at the
Yeah,
time.
people do spell it TOW, Sherry, and that's
Yeah, I
incorrect.
would have, and
No.
that's totally accurate. I think
No,
this is
put your
this,
toes on the line. I'll bet you Holly Brown knows this
okay.
because Holly Brown served in the military, so I'm sure she knows this.
Well, in tug of war,
Wait,
In-
comments. Wait.
in-
Oh, I have the power to do this now. There you go. Truth, Corey.
all right.
Yep, that's the thing.
In my tug of war league, we spell it TOW.
Your tug of war league.
Sue went and actually got even more description. So yeah, okay, all right, I've lost that one. All right. What are the chances that Trump shows up to Biden's inauguration?
0.
So hold on. I think you're probably right, but it's another day where he can look like the aggrieved victim. Or maybe he doesn't go to the inauguration and he launches that Ash. Way to clue into the important stuff. Maybe that's when he buys OAN and relaunches the OAN as Trump TV. And he just calls it Trump TV because everyone can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Who
So I
knows?
don't know. I don't know about normally aspirated Republicans. I'm not even sure there is such a thing anymore. Here's the other thing. He increased their vote share. I'm not sure they're going to let him go.
Yeah, no, I mean that's the horrifying thing is that he's great for Republicans. He is. And to your point, I was kind of poo-pooing the getting the most votes ever kind of thing because population is increasing. So Biden per capita actually got a really, really amazing number, which is more interesting to me just as a function of percentage and comparing apples to apples.
Right.
The only person he's that's even come close is Trump this year. So it's not good.
Yeah, that fits. What are the chances he holds his
Yeah.
own BS press conference during the inaugural?
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we will all watch it. Okay, so Maria asked, "What's up with the tattoo promises?" Okay, so here's what happened. I saw a random post on the internet last night when things were going our way towards Biden in Georgia. It said, "If Georgia turns blue, I'll get a tattoo of a peach on my ass." And I reposted it with, "I don't know who this guy is, but I'll in for $5." And then at some point in that thread, my daughter Grace, my younger daughter, both of my kids are genius level, brilliant girls, women, and they both have tattoos, and they're all geeky. All of their tattoos are Star Wars, Harry Potter, Hitchhiker's Guide related because they're they read a lot. And my younger daughter double dog dared me to get a tattoo of a peach on my ass. So as a compromise value, I told her that I would get a tattoo, of a peach, but it will not be on my ass because I want people other than Mishi to see it. And I also, some of it's going to be a tribute to John Lewis. So I think that's disrespectful to John Lewis, not to my ass. So I'm going to be getting a tattoo of a peach with a banner that says "Good Trouble," and it's going to have Stacey Abrams and John Lewis's initials on it. And that's going to happen. Kate Lonergan, who sometimes watches our show, has offered to help me cover the cost of that. And I'm going to have it done probably right here, like a little left forearm, like right in this zone right here. Yeah, so that's going to happen. And my daughter also is going to get a peach tattoo. So feeling good about that.
Yeah,
So
Georgia.
that's the story there. Yep.
Baz coming in hot.
What's going on?
Where's the breakdown in our society that so many people identify with that clown? My mind has been blown during the selection. I can give you the benefit of the doubt for 2016 because she's a better person than me, but not now.
a lot of the people that we know and love are just far more racist, privileged, and or disconnected than we thought they were. And that makes me sad too. Yep.
Yep.
So what else we got to talk about?
I got nothing, man. I want to finish watching the Mandalorian. I want to go to sleep and let them count more votes. And I mean, chances are we'll go live tomorrow because, update number 4,000,742.3.
Yep, I'm with you, Rob. I hope that it's the most viewed and has the biggest crowd, just so Biden can say biggest numbers ever, numbers like you've never seen.
I
For the
man,
inaugural.
I get mad
Get out the
when
Sharpie.
people use the word hugely. Like, you shut the fuck up, smart person. You don't borrow the semantics of a fucking idiot who's using those semantics to make people stupider. Just don't do it.
I think you mean bigly, though, don't you?
Yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit. Anything that rhymes with bigly or muchly, whatever stupid fucking bullshit he says.
Sasquatch
Anyway.
holding a peach. Now it's gonna be a much smaller tattoo than that. Okay, so Dave sent me a preview.
Do it up, our cup.
He sent me a sketch. You guys want to see it?
Yeah.
Eh?
It's good shit.
It's a good start. Yeah.
I like it.
Now I can't remember how to unshare stuff. Oh, remove. There we go. I did the thing. Yes.
Yeah. That's good.
Oh, Donna Arbogast. This is one of those comments Corey's going to try and hide right away. If memory serves, the beard shaving thing was our friend Jeremy Swisshelm. Corey thought we could flip Texas. Greg didn't. He
That's
suggested loser
just-
shaves their beard.
For the record, that's exactly how that didn't go. I said I would totally shave my beard off if we flipped Texas as a celebration thing.
Yeah, Dave, it's not done, and I should have asked you before I shared the sketch, but it's going to be great. I have no doubt. But
Yeah,
I
no,
like
it'll
the general
be
shape of
amazing.
it. It's perfect, man. It's good.
It'll be amazing. I mean,
Yep.
and- yeah, that's the other thing. Nobody really wants me to shave my beard. I look like a fucking weirdo.
Says the guy who shows up sometimes with his hair like,
I look like a weirdo.
yeah.
I didn't say I would look less like a weirdo. I did say I would twerk. Another thing that no one will ever have to see.
Oh, there you go. Donna Arbogast, that was me. But Corey was saying that the race would be called on election night, and Greg said no.
That was the bet.
Yeah,
See, I don't remember that in any way,
I'll-
shape, or form. Somebody
shave-
find me a screenshot.
I'll shave mine if you shave yours.
Nobody.
I mean, you know,
why? This is
I
no
don't know.
point. No, if somebody shows me the screenshot, because all the comments are still there.
Yeah,
then,
you don't want to
I
look
mean,
silly, Mr. Pink Hat guy.
That's a women's.
Where's
brunch
the moose
man.
hat? We haven't seen the moose hat in a long, long time.
That's a good question. I don't really know.
Mm.
You see twerk.
Yeah, that's for you,
Again.
not for me.
No, oh, I'm aware, and it's not.
Because I mean, she sees me twerk all the time, so it's not. A big
Well,
deal.
presumably, right? Like that's just
No,
Tuesday at
That's
your
not a
guys'.
presumption. That's the thing.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
All right.
Anyways, yeah, let's call it.
Yeah.
My feet hurt. Nothing's gonna happen.
Oh, new numbers coming in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Biden's lead continues to grow. Get some rest, people.
All right.
Gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
I like that.
Is bad shit gonna happen? It could. There could be bad shit happen. There could be people that do bad things. But
We can't
this
control that.
this part of what we do is robust, and it'll take more than one president to tear it down.
Fucking Georgia, man.
Yeah, they've been on my mind. See what I did?
I did.
There.
Yeah, Babs, Mandalorian. Ciao. Let's get out of here.
All right, we're gonna do it. We love you guys very much, and Sasquatch is.